Good morning, everybody. Everybody hear me okay? Where's my chat? There it is. Oh, man. Look at y'all. Morning, morning, morning. See who's in here already. Mike. Good morning, Mike. Morning, Tony. Dave. Good morning. Jason. Good morning. Everybody hear me good? We are here. We're alive. One more day. Thank you, Jesus. Hey, Rob. Good morning, Rob. How's it going, brother? Bubba's in here. Hey, Bubba. Man, woke up a little later than I thought. The coffee's barely brewing. Man, I hope you guys have had a awesome, awesome first few days of the year. It's been a little bit of a whirlwind end of the year, beginning of the year for us here. But Blues Clues, Barlow Brigade. Big Jim says he's missing his Blues Clues for being here. I'm sorry, Big Jim. I didn't mean to get you away from Blues Clues. Oh my gosh. Good grief. But yeah, it's been a little bit of a roller coaster. End of the year, beginning of the year. Uh Last week my oldest daughter had to work, so she took my van, and on the way back, she gets home. Actually, we weren't even home. My wife and I weren't even home. And we get home and she's like, "Dad, I think something's wrong with the van." Man, I said, "What do you mean?" She goes, "I don't know." She goes, "It smelled a lot like, uh, I don't know." She goes, "It was just weird. It was jerking and all kinds of stuff." I went outside, turned it on. It turned on fine. But as soon as I turned it on, a few seconds later, the check engine light was on, the traction control light were on. They just kept flashing. I drove it around for a little bit, but it was still acting up. It was just weird. So I was like, you know what, leave it alone. Um, the next day, I went to the local parts store where they have like the scanner and everything, and had them scan it, and it was I guess the transmission finally. Which those vans, those 2000 to 2003 minivans, were notorious for essentially blowing up transmissions early in their life because of the oiling system that they have. But mine had been serviced because they had a recall back in the early 2000s. My van was a 2002. So um, they did the recall, they did the fix to the oiling system of the transmission. But I mean, the thing has 250, 275,000 miles, something like that, almost 300,000. So 2002. Kind of researched around, and they're like, yeah, it's going to be about 3,000 just to rebuild the engine. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I can spend that on a 20, almost 25-year-old van, So uh, we ended up getting a new car yesterday. Everything kind of worked out, so we ended up getting a 2017 Honda Pilot. So I'm thankful. God kind of worked everything out, uh, you know. But we're thankful. It was a little bit of a, like I said, a roller coaster, but we're glad that the family can travel, you know, uh, comfortably. And then AC, my van didn't have AC, so it was time to replace it. Like Mike, I was talking to Mike, and he goes, "Man," he goes, "that van, you got your money's worth out of that minivan." I was like, "Yeah, I did." I said, "I'm actually happy. I'm not worried about it." So anyway, that's how my end of the year and New Year's kind of was this past week. So let's see, let's check on some comments here. Um, there's Big Jim. I know I'm missing Blue's Clues for this, right? uh, Rod, good morning, brother. I appreciate you jumping on. I know it's early in California, so Jason, good morning. Hope you're having a good day in the farm, brother. Uh, Rod says, congrats on the new Honda. Uh, Stuart, brother Stuart, good morning, sir. I hope you're doing well. There's everybody just kind of saying hello to everybody in here. Rod said she was probably jumping speed bumps. I tell you what, man. Uh, yeah, my wife even told my daughter yesterday because we went to pick her up from work in the new car, and she goes, "Oh my gosh!" She goes, "I get to drive this," and my wife's like, "Nope." She goes, "You get to drive the Corolla." She goes, "That's what you get to drive." She goes, "You're not driving your dad's new car." So she was like, "Man, that thing is nice." Uh, I mean, compared to a 20 plus year old van, like it's yeah, way different. So uh, Mike is saying, "Hope everybody had a great New Year's." Their roomie, yeah, brother, man, you, yeah, we've been trying to fit and really not fitting into the Corolla because, especially, even today, it's supposed to be in like the 80s or something here in Texas. So, um, yeah, we'll just say that we may have been piling on into that little car right there. Let's see if I can this guy right here for a few times when it's gotten hot and we're all together. So now when like especially if we go to church and the kids have to be there early or anything like that, usually they'll take one car, I would take the other. But there was times that we were all together and it's like, yeah, these kids are not little anymore. So uh the Pilot Chronicles instead of the Minivan Chronicles. Man, I was thinking about that. I'm like, I gotta do something. I gotta play it differently, because I don't have a minivan anymore. Granted, it's still outside, so we did drop. Uh, we'll see what we do with it. I might just wait till I save some money, and I don't know. My mechanic said that there may be a good way to flush the transmission and see if it'll come back. Especially because it had the maintenance done for it and everything, but or the recall. But I don't know. I'm just gonna keep it for now. It'll stay outside. My wife's like, she goes, I cannot let go. So we bought that van. So my oldest daughter, not my oldest daughter, Natalia, my second daughter, when she was born in 2010, we bought that van uh, because we had like a little Ford Focus or something, and between two car seats and a two-door Ford Focus, it was just crazy. So we ended up getting the minivan, which my wife didn't like because I had the Focus and she had like a Mazda Protege that she loved, and uh, the Focus was kind of beat up, so I think we ended up trading the Protege for. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been too long, y'all. But yeah, we had gotten that van in 2010, which the van is a 2002, uh, and it had already like 85, 95,000 miles on it. So she was a good girl. She definitely was good to us. So Stuart says, "Man, car troubles are." is a sore point today. My wife's Fiat 500 broke down again, dead. Not a flicker of life. Abandoned it at the in-laws for the weekend. Man, I tell you what, that's one of the worst things. Um, it was, yeah. Car troubles are not fun for sure, Stuart. So I hope it's nothing crazy, and you can get it back up and running. Uh, I think Tony wants us to show a knife. That's what I think. He's changing the subject from my van to a knife. So let's actually this one right here. That nice little Arthurite came from Tony. It was a nice Christmas present. It's a spear point. There we go. Somebody tell me what kind of wood this is. It's kind of grainy. It's smooth, but you could tell that it's you can tell that it's wood. I'll tell you that much. Uh 2025 was a pretty good year for me. Uh it and it has nothing to do with the knives. It has everything to do with the friendships and the brotherhood that I've made across the world, straight up. I mean, Tony to send me that knife, Iki wood, tree wood, Mike says. There you go. Uh, Black Saudi Jr. I so that one's inside, Jim. I'm not carrying that one today. I'm actually carrying another gift from an awesome brother. I'm carrying a More Maker Trapper, and this one came from my buddy Bubba. Icky. Okay, so let's see. Bubba says tree wood. LOL. Like, uh, Tony says welcome. Man, you don't even know Tony. Like I was talking to my wife. I said these guys. And granted, I'm the same way. I've gifted, and I'm about to give give away uh, a few knives to some brothers that I know would appreciate them, and I know that they've been wanting them and stuff. But brother Rex, good morning. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well, brother. Thank you for stopping by. Um, yeah, so it's icky wood on this Arthurite spear point. There you go. Show it again for those that are just coming in. There you go. Little spear point Arthurite. Real nice. Really, really nice. Um, but yeah, this guy right here for Trapper Time, carrying a More Maker Trapper, Blue Trapper. And this one came from brother Bubba over there in Georgia. And I love it. I mean, it's one of my carries for sure. I mean, you guys know I like to carry my knives. So, but real nice blue, man. It's got the Texas star on one side, and then it's got the state of Texas. And of course, it's gonna be backwards, but you guys know what I mean. Uh, so that's my carry for Trapper Time day number 3 today. Uh, what else? Been carrying this guy since I got it on Christmas morning, and I still haven't cleaned it. Uh, it's a Gonzo. There you go. Para 2 clone, essentially. This one's the G729. And this thing is a beast. It's a Haas. It's fidgety. I did have to adjust the pivot screw there. And I don't know if you can tell which one's the side. It was tight, like really, really tight. You can actually, there you go, right there on the pivot. You can see the like the little white around the pivot. That's how tight it was. Like it had like strained the G10 or whatever the covers are. So from factory, they had just cranked it down, and yeah. So let's go back to the comments. Let's make sure that people are in here. Let's see. Tony says we think a lot of you, man. I appreciate it, Tony. You know, I'm just trying to be a good person. Show the love of Jesus to everybody, uh, and that's it. That's all I'm trying to do. Uh, just trying to do what my mama told me and how to do. Haven't got an AW spear point yet. Hope this year. Okay, well there you go, Stuart. I can't recommend it enough. That thing's a. I cut up some sausages the other day with this baby. Um, really really nice. I'll tell you what though, and I don't know if it's the maybe the year of this versus the year of the PPP tackler, but the PPP tackler, like it automatically started to patina, like literally as soon as I started using it. This guy has gone through. I mean, you can kind of see it a little bit there. That's got smuts, but some of it is actual. You can actually tell. Let's see if it'll catch it. It's out of focus. It's wonky. Come on. Yeah. So anyway, uh, the PPP tackler, man, that's gotten some patina on it, and I've used it for like apples and stuff like that. Uh, just food prep. I do tend to use my slip joints for that. Usually leave the moderns for the dirty work. Uh, but yeah, okay. I think I missed a few comments here. Okay, so Mike tells Stewart that that's a shame that he doesn't have a spear point. Uh, 8+ pool. I'll tell you what. So the spear point and all the other ones. So this guy, the PP, both of the PPP knives, uh, are manageable. Probably an 8, 7, 8 pool every day. Uh, but that pruner that I got from Mikey, man, I yeah, if my hands are like, sweaty or, clammy or whatever, there is no way that I'm opening that at all. At all. Big Jim says, Bubba, remember Gonzo. I don't know. It must be an inside joke. Uh, Someone said that screw to Jesus. Yeah, I'm telling you, Mike, seriously, like I even thought about returning it, but I mean, it's going to be a work knife for me. So it didn't bother me. And being honest, I think out of all of my knives, I have dropped this thing probably like 4 or 5 times in less than 2 weeks. Well, since Christmas Day, since the 25th. Like it's got scratches. I don't know if it'll pick it up. There's a scratch right there and then there's a scratch. See, I almost dropped it again. There's scratches all over the place, like literally. But my daughter said, "Here you go, Dad." She goes, "You wanted that one," and yeah. So they definitely sent that screw to Jesus for sure. Okay, so Mike's saying the older steel patina slower. Okay, that makes sense because yeah, that the tackler, man, literally, I think after my first apple, it was nice and it was taking a pretty nice patina on there, and Yeah. So yeah, it definitely, you can tell the difference in the older, and I'm guessing this one is older from what I understand. So, but it's, I mean, it, I'm telling you, if you have not tried a Sheffield made, either an Arthur Wright or any of the Sheffield made knives, you definitely are doing yourself a disservice. You need to at least get yourself one for sure, uh, because I have bought, so last year around this time, I bought a couple of case. So 2025, they were like 2024s that were on sale. And I'm still not like, I'm even thinking now of doing a warranty on one of the mini trappers. I think it's the American Workman mini trappers. Because to me, it's like the pool is like insignificant, literally. Like you can, I don't know, it's weird. Just the fit and finish, like that. There is no pull. I don't know if the springs are weaker or something. I have no idea. But I've carried it a few times, um, but it's definitely like I'm almost afraid that it's gonna break on me. So with that experience, with that, that was probably the last new case knife that I bought. It was a 2024 American Workman. I love it. I love the flag and the red, America, USA theme to it, but the fit and finish is really not that great. Now the Saudi is, that one's awesome. Like I carry that one a lot. Uh, but yeah, see, Brother Rex says, thank you for your public profession of faith, and thanks to Mama P. Yes, sir. My mama, unfortunately, is no longer with us. She passed away in 2008, but she was definitely an example for my brother and I. And uh, I don't know. I've just, faith has gotten me through so many things, including her passing, uh, a lot of financial stuff. I mean, you name it, marital stuff. And faith has been the constant, and thank God for his grace and his love, because otherwise, I mean, I straight up wouldn't be here. So, uh, if you try AW, you will want more. Yeah, I can definitely agree, Tony. Mike, we were in our Instagram chat yesterday, and we were talking about that. Uh, Mike says the Sheffield knives have ruined me against most of the American-made knives. If I'm being honest, I tell you, man, like the '80s, '70s case reminds me of what Sheffield is doing right now with the feel of the knife. uh the pull, the like, it feels like a good knife in your hand, secure knife, even though it's a slip joint, that it's not going to close up on you. And I'm telling you, with that mini trapper, that's why I don't carry it a lot, even though for the most part, like I said, most of my slip joints get used for food prep or an apple, while I'm at work or anything like that. uh but I it left a bad taste in my mouth for sure. Rob says, I still have Slippy's Barlow. That's right. You won that Barlow on his life. Oh man, look at this. The one, the only slip loin. Slip loin. Sorry guys. My accent gets in the way sometimes. Slip joint Sawyer. Hello from Lynn, Sean, Mikey, and me. We're out. Man, that's one thing that I would love to go with you guys to go look for knives. Good luck. I hope you guys find a bunch of good ones. I know you guys do all the time. So I think you guys find more vintage USA case than we do over here, uh, which makes no sense to me. Especially where I'm at, in closer to the city, there's like nothing. I have to go an hour or 2 hours out of of the city to find anything. Uh, which I meant to go this break, but with car troubles and everything, I ended up just not. Mike is turning whalish. Oh man, it's in the genes. Yeah, just waiting for the Christmas rush. We'll be posting this week. Yep. So it's coming to you, Rod. And I tell you what, once you go Sheffield, you're gonna want a field full of Sheffield knives. I excel Sheffield knives. Yeah, yeah. The IXLs are super nice. I'm actually looking for a what is it? A Schrade slash Wolstenholme uh, Stockman. The ones that they used to stamp with a 80, 80, 81, 82. I believe they did it those 3 years. Uh, maybe 83. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, we'll look at that sometime this year. I should rephrase. They have ruined me for the new made, yeah, new made American blades for sure. Stewart says, "Amen for goodness and grace, Mario." Yeah. Uh, Tony, have a good day, brother. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Um, yeah, you're welcome here every single Saturday, brother. How long have we been going? 27, almost 30 minutes. This might be a short live today. I don't have much to share with you guys today. Just wanted to get on here and kind of talk. Uh, Mikey, good morning, sir. Well, good afternoon to you. Welcome in. Hope you guys are having fun hunting for knives. It says Cooper Cutlery seems like one of the only decent looking American made slip joints. Man, the thing about it is too that it those are expensive. They're not cheap. So a lot of the better, what everybody's calling better than case, they're pricey, which I understand. Excuse me. I understand, being American made by American people, I get it. But they're pricey for sure. And I think that's why I'm probably gonna stick to a little bit more vintage stuff and secondhand knives. Uh, Stewart saying hi to Slippy and Moikey. Can't wait. Many first Barlow, first Arthright, first free handle, melanoma stain. Oh my gosh! So this definitely, if you're not in the Discord, you don't know about poor Slippy's thumb. As he's rehandling knives and stuff like that. He's hurt himself a few times and uh, yeah, bruised up thumbs and all that good stuff, and they got a little far for it. And this next comment will kind of let you know. These guys are a mess. They like messing with Slippy for sure. Everyone out doing case at this point. Seriously, Mike. I mean, I've gotten two Rough Riders in this past few months, and I will buy a Rough Rider before I buy any of the new case. I mean, unless I'm gonna look at it, I will tell you this on the new case. I love that burnt amber bone uh, line that they have. Man, the color on that bone is probably one of the best ones compared. I mean, other than regular amber bone, that burnt amber bone is beautiful. Next one to that, as far as the new one, I think it's what is it called? The honeycomb? Is it honeycomb? That one's pretty too. So I would consider those maybe if I grab like the Saudi or probably just the Saudi. That's probably the only new knife that I would get from them. But yeah, Rough Rider and Rosecraft all the way for sure. Like compared to the new case, I'll take that over, especially for the price. Because most obviously Rough Rider, you're going to pay $20, $30 for a knife, and you're going to be happy with it. Rosecraft, you're going to pay a little bit more, probably 50, 60, but it's still lower than a brand new case knife, literally. Other unless you're going with a plain Jane, yellow or black Saudi, you're paying 65 plus for a new case knife. Old and really old case is where it's at. Yeah, I consider myself old, and I would say, and I'll go as far because I do have some new. I have some 20, like I said, 2024, which was the last brand new one that I bought. Actually, it might have been the first and last brand new one that I bought. Um, but I do have some 2010s because I do have the Trapper that I carried yesterday is a 2013. The one that I carried the day before, the yellow one, I think it's a 2017. And those still have good. They're good fit and finish. If you can get them in the secondary market, you can't go wrong with a 2010. Now, you can. I have some 2000 knives that are better than the 2010s, and I think as you go back, the as you go back more, the better they are. Because I can tell you that my 1980, my four 1980 case knives that I've had are so much tighter, and they're just good. That they're made with good quality. And then I do have a 1970s Peanut, I think, and that thing is, whew, I carry that one a lot too. Bubba says I need more vintage case. JC, welcome, brother. I need a case of vintage. Yes, either or, but yes. Good morning, JC. I hope you're having a good day, brother. Rod says the $25 second roast scraps had way better fit and finish than all the brand new Ks that I have. Yep. Let's see, JC. Everybody's just saying hi to each other. David's lurking. And nothing wrong with lurking. There's a lot of lurking that I do, especially when I'm at home with the kids and stuff. So uh Stewart says I only have one case knife, which is a Butte, but because of all of the bad experiences shared by others in stream chats, etc., I'm really reluctant to buy any new case. I'm telling you, Stewart, like I'm in the same boat unless I go and see it. And now I am lucky enough that within like a 20-mile radius from me, there's one, two, three, four, four or five hardware stores that carry, and actually there's one, it's not a hardware store, it's actually a Western, like, cowboy hat, boot store. They sell case knives. So I do, if I ever want to buy a brand new case knife, I can actually go to these hardware stores, look at it, feel it, and be comfortable with my purchase. And I know that there's a lot of people in the community that don't have that. They don't have any of that. They don't have any of the hardware stores. They don't have any of the places like that. I know even like for me, the closest place that I had was Tractor Supply, which is probably like 3 miles from my house, 4 miles. Uh, and they stopped carrying knives altogether, literally. Uh, from I think it was during the summer and last year, early last year, and through the summer, like they clearanced all of their knives. People got some awesome deals from Tractor Supply uh, because they essentially, from what the manager at the store told me, was that they were not selling enough. Uh, so they just stopped carrying it. I guess they didn't want to be a supplier because I think to be a supplier for Case, you have to have like you have to pay the piper, which is Case. So you have to pay Case to be able to sell their knives at your store. So I'm guessing it was a waste. I don't know. But yeah, they essentially they stopped carrying knives altogether. They have some like cheap Kershaw and like stuff like that, but it's been yeah, it's been slow. All right, let's go back. Jason says I only have new case knives I buy. They come from deep south. Most of the knives I buy are Baron Son. Yeah. Uh, Mopar Den. I don't think I've. Welcome to the chat. Mopar says, I recently added 3 new case knives, 6.5 bone stag knives, folding hunter, rust lock, and mini copper lock. Easily my favorite case handle material. Yeah, bone stacks not really, really nice, and they're pretty consistent with those. Let's see here. I must have missed something. Let's see. JC's still saying good morning. Northern Northern Ireland, we don't have access to any brick and mortar knife retailers. Yeah, see there you go. So it's not just here in the U.S. I know there's some people around here that don't have like I know who is it? Andrew Baxter. He relies on Red Hill and Smoky Mountain and a lot of the online stores uh, to buy new case knives, and they're nice enough to go through them and kind of look at the fit and finish and everything. And even though, like, I know I've seen some of his videos that as he's doing the review and opening the knife, like he's had some bad ones that he's had to return multiple times. So it's hard, when you don't have no brick and mortars around here to go look at knives. Mountain a jar, JC, mountain a jar. Oh, Damien's in the house. What's up, brother? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Man, I didn't get to catch y'all's live yesterday with the NAFS dude. Forget the name. I was out buying a car. So got busy, but I'm definitely gonna go back and check it out. You guys are doing an awesome job over there, brother. Hit the thumbs up for Mario. Man, thank you, Mopar. I appreciate it. Oh, snap. The one and only Travis, formerly known as the Case Guy, now known as the Knife Shift. Welcome in, brother. I hope you're doing well. Hope the boys are keeping you in check. I'm sure they are. I know mine are too. But yeah, guys, I mean, I just wanted to get on here to, kind of chit chat in the morning, do a little bit of a pocket dump. I guess. What did everybody carry today? Or you guys still in bed? Good time last night? Yeah, brother, I bet it was. Ben, Ben, right? Peterson, is that his name? From NAFS. Is that all I got? That's all I got. Travis is in here. He's probably getting out of work right now. I don't know. But yeah, essentially, just wanted to get on here, just do a quick chat. The plan is, I was telling the guys still in bed, about to get some coffee, dude. So I woke up a little late because the live started at 8, and I think it was like 7:15 or 7:30 that I woke up. Um, and my wife kind of looked, and he's like, "Man, whatever. I'm going back to bed. Like, what are you doing up this early?" And I woke up. I started to brew my coffee, and before it was done, the live started. So I've been drinking water this morning, but I'm definitely gonna go get some coffee here in a little bit. All right. So Music Mike says Case Mako on the belt and the PPP Barlow. Awesome, man. Uh, okay, so it is Ben. Yeah, Ben Peterson. I know. Uh, I'm part of their the Facebook group, and man, those guys, he gets in there and starts commenting on people's stuff. He's very very big in the knife community, and like just being listening to people and stuff. So that I can't wait to go. So for anybody that's in here, so Replicant EDC, uh, Grady's Gear, and Michael Richter, they have a podcast slash live stream on Friday nights, and they've had some awesome guests on their lives. So they had Ben Peterson from NAFS yesterday. Uh, they've had Enrique Peña from Peña Knives, the custom knife maker. They've had a bunch of people, a bunch of good people. And it's an awesome time in the chat in there, and just watching and listening to these guys, kind of going through and asking these people, normal people just like you and me, that are in the knife community, and what they like and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So you guys check it out. Go sub to Damien, uh, and all the guys, because they're doing good. They're doing good stuff over there. They have an awesome show on Friday nights. Let's see. Okay, so Jason says 9 940 TW Gerber utility knife, K Stotty Jr. Leatherman Wingman. That's a carry right there, and I know that those tools come in handy in the farm, Jason, for sure. Gerber pry bar. That's all you're carrying, brother. I mean, it's better than nothing, right? It'll it'll get you through. Rod says raining all day here, carrying Spider Coast Shaman salt and Dragonfly salt. Nice. I like those the Shaman and the Dragonfly. Okay, so there's a good testament, I guess, to the new knives. So it's a he and I know Travis has a big collection. He's got a lot of the what is it, the newer case knives, and he's collecting a lot of those. And so he's saying a vast majority of my case collection come from online dealers, and I have had none that I felt the need to return for repairs. That's good. um I mean, I yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's that one knife that always gets the first knife that is a bad knife that gets people kind of off. uh but it's good to know that they're still doing good. And I know Travis is looking at his collection not as what it is right now, but what it will be for his boys when they grow up. So which we all know that case knives are essentially an investment, and they do go up in value. So uh, yeah, everyone loves Ben. Man, Ben is awesome. He's pretty cool. I don't mind him. I will say this. I was a little upset because I enjoyed his like videos on YouTube that he did, and I say he did because he did say now that he's no longer going to do them. Um, like his walks and like his hiking videos that he did, and just talking life, normal stuff out where he's at, and about his family and things like that. I love those videos. And I was a little bummed. I think it was last month that he said that he's going to stop because it does take a lot of time to do those. And I think he was trying to concentrate on, like, eh, again, don't get me wrong with this, but my reasoning behind it, and a lot, the feeling, it wasn't just mine. There was a lot of comments in the YouTube video where he said that he was no longer going to be making those videos, like kind of like vlogs of his hiking trips and stuff. That he was essentially going to be concentrating on, like, their whatnot store and stuff like that. Uh, you know, it's okay. I mean, obviously, you're a business owner. You're going to do what's better for your business, but I do love the fact that he's in the community, and um, he listens to people, essentially. And he is, like he says, every single knife that he's made and he's brought out is because of the feedback of the consumer and the knife user. So, what watch am I wearing? This one's a Timex um, Expedition. This one's actually my son Zeke, but I found it on the floor the other day, and I confiscated it. He doesn't even know. He hasn't even asked for it, so I've been wearing it. Just a normal. It's got the Indiglo. I think you can it's over there. Little Timex Expedition. This one's the. I don't even know. I know they have names. I have yet to learn the names of the. Uh, it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, just your basic Timex Expedition with a battery. It's not like solar or anything. I do want to get me a solar, uh, because it's a pain in the butt to replace batteries. Okay, so Travis says, but with that being said, so what we were talking about, I'm not super picky. I have a if I have a little gap in the liner, no problem. If it has a burr or a little blade rub, no problem. Yeah, which, I mean, you're gonna get those on the multiple blade knives, slip joints. I have a couple of Stockmans that have blade rub because, I mean, it's three blades that kind of go like that. So who said dibs on that one? Oh, I said dibs on that one. Yeah, heck yeah, yeah, man. Like, literally, and he does wear it. He wears it to school because I bought this for him so Walmart was having a sale some months back, and I got four watches for $50. Four Timex Expeditions for $50. When usually these are like $49 a pop at Walmart. Um, so I ended up getting a blue, like, LCD one. This one, actually, no, it was five. They were like $10, $10 or $12. Uh, it's snowing. Slippy says it's snowing in the UK. And it's not snowing here. I don't even know what the temperature is right now. Let me see. Well, it's 60 degrees here in Central Texas right now. So definitely not snowing here. No one has or cares. That's cool though. We haven't had snow here in probably 3 years, 4 years, and I'm talking about Central Texas, Austin. We had um, we had some snow. Let me see if I can give me a second here. Okay, picture. Yeah, this was in 2021. So let me see if I can share my screen here real quick. All right, share this one. Let's see if it comes up. There you go. So that was our backyard uh, in 2021. There's my back porch. So this was in 2021, and essentially, there you go. That was all snow in 2021. That was the last year that we got snow here. Uh, yeah. So it was. I wish Travis says. I wish we would get 10 foot of snow all over Tennessee. So that year, uh, Jason says it's 12 degrees in New York. Uh, and are you in the north part of New York, uh, Jason? The state? Yeah, I take that. Uh, trying down the watch rabbit hole, man. I'll tell you what. Yeah, you can get into any rabbit hole in this anything with stuff. EDC. It Yeah, it's it's a rabbit hole for sure. But yeah, that year that we got snow, the whole essentially all the Austin area, the Austin metro area shut down for a week because the state of Texas, what the news said, they have two snow plows and they stay in for the most part in Amarillo, like the Amarillo, like northern part of Texas. So yeah, no plows, no nothing. Salt didn't do anything for the highways. Yeah, so we shut down for a whole week. So no work. People couldn't go drive because the ground was frozen over. It was crazy to say the least. 3 to 5 years. Okay, so it's not. Yeah, so 2021 was the last time that we got. We did get a bad freeze. I think it was in 2023, and it was only a day that we really couldn't drive or anything because it had rained a bunch and then it froze. So all the roads were slick, so we couldn't go anywhere. The Texas freeze, yeah, that that was the reason I'm backpacking now. Oh, because of the shutdown? Yeah. It's crazy, dude. Like you have to it was crazy. Now we were blessed enough, so just touch the microphone. We were blessed enough that we live in a neighborhood that the grid, like our power grid, is tied into the police department that is right across the train tracks. So the police department and the uh, fire department are right across. I can walk to them from here, from my house. So we're in the same power grid. So no matter the storm, no matter how bad the weather is, we have never lost power here at our house. surrounding areas, that week there was neighborhoods that the power went out that week, and then they didn't have power for another week or two. It was crazy. Okay, so Jason says he's near Lake George, an hour north of Albany, New York. Okay. Dude, I'll tell you what, for a lot of people started retrofitting. So I have a friend that's an electrician from church, and his business went like it blew up because people started getting the Generacs installed in their house. Uh, People started just overdoing their electrical system because it was crazy. It was crazy. Just the power grid took a hit that time. Hey, brother Jim. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Oh, okay. So Mopar says that he's a few hours south from Jason. 22 degrees. The knives are cold. Jim the Chevy wheelman. Man, so okay, so what is this? We have Mopar Dan and we have Jim the Chevy wheelman. So it's funny. I showed some of the guys. Uh, I was at the property, my in laws property, the day before New Year's, and he has two road runners, old school road runners, and he's got a 77, 70, late 70s Ford F100 Ranger, uh, which I used to have a Ford 1979 F100 custom with step side. It was red. I had to sell it when I moved from Florida over here because I just didn't have the room for it. It was four stick shift, four gears on the floor. That thing was nice. Flow masters, straight pipes. That thing was awesome. But anyways, uh, let's see here. Rod says, yeah, that Arctic freeze could have hit anywhere. Just happened to hit in your area. Yeah, it was bad, man. It was crazy. Like a lot of people had a hard time, almost close to a month of hardship because of that freeze. Uh, so, anywho's, we're close to an hour, guys. I appreciate everybody stopping by. This was essentially just like I said, I used to flip new Wilson tires. Used to flip new. Oh, okay, gotcha. Actually, my in-laws have a tire shop. Uh, their whole family, my father-in-law's family, all of his brothers and his like now nephews and nieces, they all have tire shops. Actually, my son Mario is at their tire shop here. He's working today, so boy's hitting a lick today. He wanted money and he asked grandma and grandpa if he could go work. So we'll see how he does. He's working over there all day today, so uh, we'll see. But anyway, guys, I hope everybody has an awesome Saturday. Just wanted to get on here, like I said, kind of let this be a kind of community, you know, get together, talk knives, talk live, talk everything. So uh, thank you guys. Thank you everybody for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I'm not gonna take any more than this hour from y'all. We all have families and things to do. I want to go drink some coffee. So uh, you guys have a great, great day. Uh, God bless you. God keep you. And don't forget, y'all, be the light. Where's my light? I have a light. Oh. you can't see the light, but there it is. Be the light. God bless. Peace.